There's been a lot of Black Ops 7 zombie news that has just basically been confirmed. Today, we're going to be looking through all of it, confirming what we think could happen and what's possibly the truth, and discussing how it's going to happen story wise. So, the first leaks we have is about the maps. There will be 6 total maps in Black Ops 7, including post launch maps. Now, if there is a Zombies Chronicles 2, who knows? But all we know is there's going to be 6 base maps throughout the entire lifespan. Maps are originally planned early in development to be created from the ground up, allowing Treyarch to have round-based zombies, grief, and outbreak all on them. I think that's cool. You can pick and choose kind of what you want to do. I'm not a big Outbreak fan, but those who like it will enjoy the maps. Ideas for maps include post World War II New York City, where Nazis dropped a nuclear bomb, a Japanese temple next to a volcano, a map in Afghanistan, a map in Vietnam, and a map in the Dark Aether space station. I'm interested in that. I like the new ideas. I like remakes. I like all that shit. Main Zombies map is transit inspired with transportation system. Now, I could see this being an Outbreak, kind of like a revamp for Outbreak that involves transit, because I feel like Outbreak was inspired heavily by transit, but it's more of a transit remake. It also says there's slightly conflicting info on this, as it's also been rumored that it's a transit remake, but it's also reported to be straight up transit remaster. Whereas leakers have mentioned it's more transit like. That's interesting. That's exactly what I said. It could be a faithful transit remake, it could not be. I'm excited either way. And this also says there is a Mob of the Dead remake or Mob of the Dead return. How it's going to work, I don't know. We have Blood of the Dead in Black Ops 4. Are they going to dig it back up and redo it? Who knows? So this is on to Outbreak news and Dead Ops Arcade 4. So for Outbreak, there's a note that says we can confirm that Outbreak was being worked on in some capacity for Black Ops 7. Given Tracker said that Black Ops 7 is round based, it's possible that that ended up being cut. The Outbreak is set in Avalon. One of the leaked objectives appears to involve the Guild from the campaign trying to obtain a 115 Meteor. Now for Dead Ops Arcade 4, all we know is it includes ray gun, war machine, and RPG power-ups. That's really it. From all the leaks, we can understand that Element 115 is back, and somehow the Guild, which is not in the Dark Aether, is trying to get it. So somehow the Guild is reaching the deepest parts of the Dark Aether. If there's a lore to that, I don't know. We'll have to find out. Now, finally, the miscellaneous leaks. I think some of this stuff is pretty cool, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. Augments are returning. I like that feature a lot. All Black Ops 6 maps may carry forward into Black Ops 7. I have no complaints about that. It may take up unnecessary storage, but it's Call of Duty. We're locked in at this point. Richtofen, Takio, Nikolai, and Dempsey return, but they are now Ultimus, and the character models look far older than Primus. I think this was leaked way before The Reckoning came out. So now that we got confirmation that that's true, I wouldn't say it's really a leak. It says the OG4 are multiverse variations. I'm not really sure what that means. It might just be different characters who are starting to remember their memory from different multiverses. We don't know. But we're getting into multiverse stuff. Main antagonist wants to absorb dark ether essence of the 4 characters to restore the multiverse. This is likely Dr. Monty. Come on. You want to restore the old multiverse? Come on. Difficulty toggle from Black Ops 4 will be added. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. There's a Wonder vehicle. That's probably for Outbreak or the transit map. I'm not really sure. There's a mode that focuses on story. I don't know how that's going to work. Who knows? 8-player mode in development, possibly Grief. That's been confirmed. It is Grief. Classic mode in development. You can spawn in with pistol and you have to craft your armor. Now that's in progress for Black Ops 6 and will be coming out soon. But for Black Ops 7, I don't know. Armor system does return. I don't mind it. I like the shields better, but I don't mind it. Now, the leaks that interest me the most are the maps and the antagonist. If we're going to get a map inside the Dark Aether in a space station, we can only imagine that the Guild has something to do with it. But the thing about the Guild is the timeline doesn't really make sense because Black Ops 7 story is going to take place. I think it's after Black Ops 2, before Black Ops 3 or 4, but which is 2025, I'd imagine. But if the zombie story takes place in the late early 90s, how is the Guild going to be involved? The timelines just don't match. I did some research after doing that little recording, and I found out the guild was actually founded in 1992, which matches the timeline for them to be able to go into the Dark Aether. How they have the funding, how they have the technology, we don't know, but there is a potential for that to happen. Now, with the maps being World War II, New York City, where they get bombed by Nazis, I could see us stepping into alternate timelines and multiverse like stuff. Because in the timeline of the Dark Aether, which is kind of based on real life, Nazis did not bomb New York. Okay, the Nazis did not bomb New York. But in real life, they're planning to bomb New York with a wonder weapon called the America Bomber. This is a real thing. There's evidence to support the America Bomber, and Hitler was obsessed with bombing New York City. So I could see us going into another timeline where that did happen. If we're visiting different timelines, how are we doing that? The idea that the Tempest crew has ascended artifact should be out of the question. They would find a way to power it with prima materia and get out of the Dark Aether. They haven't done that. Element 115 is a thing, so maybe there's a new form of summoning key, but the summoning key was destroyed in Tag. We know that. But maybe there's something new that allows them to travel alternate timelines. That's really all the ideas I have. Leaks are pretty cool. There's a lot of promise to this next game, but we're still in the rollout. We don't really have a lot of information. I'm going to do another video on the guild. A lot of that stuff ties with Menendez, and now we're getting Warzone stuff in game. So maybe I'll look into that. I'm going to try to keep doing as many videos as I can before Thursday, which is when I move out. And then how I'm going to do videos, I don't know. But all I know is stuff is going to keep going. I'm really happy I got to do so many videos this summer in this small span of the Reckoning release. I had a lot of fun. We're going to do another Reckoning live stream if I have time. And whatever happens, happens. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one.